disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's frustrating, because we had a lot of opportunities, and we fought back to get back in the game, and after being down 4-1, and we got it to 5-4 and 5-5, and I thought our bullpen, the big three did a tremendous job, 1 run in the 5 innings or whatever it was, and it's unfortunate we weren't able to come up with another run.
I know you scored 5 tonight, but you mentioned the opportunities, 15 left on base, 11 guys walked, just one of whom had scored, not to mention 3 for 14 with runners in scoring position. How do you explain a night like that?
It's baseball. I mean, I thought we swung the bats extremely well. They run a lot of balls down that we hit extremely hard. You put those 2 guys out there in center and left, and they've been the difference makers.
What did you think about Tanaka?
He was rusty. He looked rusty to me. He looked like a guy who hadn't pitched in 12 days and hadn't thrown a lot.
Did you see enough from him to feel confident about
Yeah, I feel good about him, yeah.
Who else? Kenny, Mark? Kenny, just pass it forward when you're done.
Joe, you mentioned your big three was excellent, but then the other guys come in the 11th there. How frustrating is it to not?
Yeah, I mean they've had they've had a hard time. We don't make the play on the first ball. We have a couple opportunities on that, and that led to a big inning, and that's unfortunate.
Should Ackley have just?
Yeah, I mean it's a ball that he can catch, and I think Bales is going to get over, and I don't know if it changes the complexion of the inning, but it sure is nice to have one out there.
Joe, any concern? Betances gives up that home run. He hasn't been very sharp. He hasn't given up a lot of runs.
Right. No, I actually think he's pitched better, than he was a couple weeks ago. So, it was a 2-0 pitch, and Mookie Betts hit it. I mean, he's had a tremendous series.
When you guys see that the Angels have lost, the Twins have lost, obviously, is there some chatter in the dugout about, okay, we can do this tonight, or is it not something?
No. I mean, we're focused on winning the game. I've said all along, our focus has to be winning games, and we need to win a game.
Roger.
Joe, you were saying before the game that there were concerns about fatigue with Alex. Does the game that he had today allay any of those fears?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he swung the bat extremely well. Yesterday was a long, emotional day for a lot of guys. A lot of us went to Yogi's funeral, and it was a long day, and I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but he looked great today.
Meredith.
Joe, you talked about Miller, Betances, and Wilson. Do you feel like you know what you're going to get if you go to anybody but those 3 guys?
Well, that's been something we've been trying to figure out. So it's something that we will continue to try to iron out as we move forward here.
How puzzled are you about Chasen Shreve? He was so good for so long.
Yeah, it is. It is puzzling. He's in a tough rut now, and he's got to find his way out. He was important to us, really important to us, the first 5 months, and it's been a struggle.
Mark.
Joe, I know you guys haven't clinched it yet, but assuming that you play Tuesday and you said Tanaka's probably the guy, is it at all concerning that he was rusty tonight and won't have another opportunity to do anything to try to clean himself up a little bit?
I'm not too concerned about that because he'll have a normal schedule, a bullpen, and it'll just all kind of fall into line where this didn't. He went a lot of days without throwing a bullpen. We only threw 1 bullpen because we were trying to give his leg as much time as possible. So, no, I'm not too concerned about that.
Barry?
On that topic, would you think about maybe getting him an inning of live action rather than a bullpen?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, and in the first inning, when as things rolled along, he got behind on the count. What did he throw for the pitch that was hit for the home run?
It was a split. That was the thing that to me he didn't have tonight. He didn't have a split, and that's a pretty big pitch.
Well,
who else?
Locating the ball, okay, as far as you
I don't know. You can see a lot better than I can, Barry. I don't have a TV screen in front of me.